Hi everybody, it's Beth, and today I'm making a Scarecrow pumpkin. I'm using one of these larger pumpkins you can get from Dollar Tree. They usually have the orange ones. This cone from Dollar Tree. Some burlap, which I got from Walmart. Some raffia and a flower. Those are both from Dollar Tree. And some acrylic paints, orange, black, white, and khaki. I started by painting the whole pumpkin with the khaki color acrylic paint, drying it in between, and I ended up doing 2 coats. And then next, I held the cone on top of the pumpkin just to see how far up I wanted the hat to go, cut a piece off, and then I had cut the burlap into strips, and then just started hot gluing it and wrapping it around the cone all the way up. And then once I got to the top, I wanted it to hang over just a little bit, so I had the last piece of burlap that I wrapped around sticking up about maybe an inch on the top of the cone. And then I had cut some of the raffia and just hot glued it on the top of the cone. And then took some twine and wrapped it around the part that was hanging over. So it bunched it all together. And then I just knotted that and tied it in a little bow. And then I decided to add a little brim to the bottom of the hat. So I just folded some of the burlap in half and wrapped it around the very bottom of the cone. And then next thing I needed to do was make the face. So I just drew 2 like ovals for the eyes with pencil. And then I did an upside down triangle for the nose and then kind of like a squiggly line for the mouth. And then I took my black acrylic paint and filled in my ovals for the eyes. Next, I took the same black acrylic paint and just went over the squiggly line I had made for the mouth. And next, I took my orange acrylic paint and just filled in the triangle nose. And for the eyes and the nose, I dried them in between and then did a second coat on both of those. And then once everything was dry, I took the black paint again and kind of just drew some X's on each end of the mouth and then on the inside part of the mouth. And then drew some lines around the nose to kind of look like stitching. And then I took the back end of my paintbrush, dipped it in some white acrylic paint, and just dotted it on the eyes. Next thing I did, I had cut out a circle shape of the burlap and hot glued that to the very top of the pumpkin. And then took some raffia and cut up little pieces and then hot glued it where the hat and that burlap would be meeting, just so it looked like there was some raffia coming out from underneath the hat. Next, I just hot glued the hat to the top of the pumpkin. And then for the flower, I just cut off the little piece on the back of it and hot glued it right to the brim of the hat. And that's it for this project. It turned out so adorable. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.